Okay, so magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. So for today, we will continue the discussion last time regarding soil composition and properties. So we will do more problem solving today. No? So we have here a sample problem, a 75 millimeter diameter and 150 millimeter high clay specimen has a mass of 1,392.5 grams. When it is dried, the mass becomes 1,196.5 grams. We are required to find the degree of saturation in the specimen, assuming that the specific gravity of the soil grains is equivalent to 2.70. So, analyze the given problem para ma-list down natin yung mga given parameters natin. No? So, we have a given clay specimen. Merong diameter, merong height. Therefore, we can assume that the given soil is in cylindrical form. No? May diameter yung base, 75 mm. Merong height yung ating cylindrical sample. No? Na kapag meron tayong diameter tsaka height ng cylinder, we can compute for the volume of that cylindrical soil sample. And from that, we can compute the total volume of our soil. No? Gagawin lang nating naka-centimeter yung units ng mga dimensions ng ating soil sample dito. Bakit gagawin natin centimeter? Dahil yung mga unit ng given masses natin ay naka in terms of grams. Pag naka-grams yung mga masses natin, mas magandang naka-centimeter yung volume natin. So this 150 mm converted to centimeter, that is 15. This is 7.5 centimeters. So we can now compute for the total volume. Volume of cylinder, that is product of the cross-sectional area of the base and the height of the cylinder. Ano ba yung area ng ating base? Circle. Ano ba yung formula ng area ng circle? Pi over 4 d squared h. So, substitute. Total volume is pi over 4. Diameter is 7.5 centimeter. Quantity squared multiplied by the height, 15 centimeters. So, kindly compute our total volume of the soil specimen. Ano po yung value?
662.58.
Okay, that is cubic centimeter. Nakasakto ba yan o hindi?
Hindi po.
Okay, pag hindi sakto, store natin kay A. No? Para hindi tayo nag-round off. And then, another parameter given is we have the mass or total mass of the clay specimen. So that is 1,392.5 grams. And when it is dried, kapag dinadry natin mismo yung lupa natin, nag-evaporate yung water. So therefore, ang matitira lang ay yung solid particles. So we have here the mass of solid. And that is 1,196.5 grams. No? And we have also the degree or the specific gravity of solids, which is 2.70. And we are required to get the value of degree of saturation. O ngayon, mag-iisip tayo ng mga formulas na dinerive natin or binanggit mismo kahapon, no, na involve yung ating degree of saturation. Ano-ano yung mga formulas na yon? Po pwede si SE equivalent to omega GS. Po pwede si S equivalent to VV or volume of water over volume of voids. Po pwede rin naman si unit weight or density formula. That density is equivalent to GS plus SE over 1 plus E multiplied by density of water. All of these formulas are containing the degree of saturation parameter. So we can use all these formulas. No? Ngayon, iisipin mo lang, ano kayong pinaka-the best na formula? na gagamitin natin, no? Siguro mag-concentrate tayo dito muna sa unang formula. Tingnan natin, analyze natin siya. Use SE equivalent to omega GS. This is unknown. This is the requirement. A specific gravity of the solid is already given. Ang tanong, do we have moisture content? Wala pa. Ang tanong, do we have void ratio of soil? Wala pa. So, if we want to use this formula in getting the value degree of saturation, we need to get the value of moisture content and void ratio first. No? So, let's have moisture content. Paano natin i-compute si moisture content? Ano yung mga formulas niya? That is, the ratio of mass of water with respect to the mass of solid. Do we have mass of water? Wala pa. Do we have mass of solid? Yes. It is given. Pero, according to the schematic diagram of our soil, yung mass of water can be represented as total mass minus mass of solid. So, over MS. And as you can see, given na yung total mass, given na yung mass of solid. So, direct substitution na lang tayo para makuha si moisture content. So, do that. Total mass is 1392.5. MS is 1196.5. So, that is 1392.5 grams minus 1196.5 grams over 1196.5 grams. So, what will be the value of moisture content? Kindly solve.
0.16.
0.16 or in percentage form, 16%. No? So, store nyo yung value para hindi tayo nag-round off. Store natin kay B. Do we have the same answer sa ibang students po? Parehas po ba yung na-compute? Okay. No, store natin kay B. We do have now the value of moisture content. Ang problema na lang natin si void ratio. O, mag-iisip tayo ulit ng formula na sa formulang iyon, involve yung void ratio. Ano kaya yun? O, pwede natin gamitin si dry density. No? Dahil kay dry density, that is equivalent to GS, density ng water over 1 plus E. Tama? No? But, dry density is also equivalent to MS over total volume. Kung i-analyze natin tong equation na to, GS is already given, density of water is a constant term, mass of solid is already given, the total volume is already computed, and as you can see in this equation, yung void ratio na lang yung unknown natin. So, mako-compute na natin siya. No? So, substituting the given, we have specific gravity of solids, 2.70. Density of water, since naka-gram yung mass and then naka-cubic centimeter yung volume, we will be using 1 gram per cubic centimeter. Na? Over 1 plus E. Equivalent to MS, that is given as 1196.5 grams over total volume, 662.68 cubic centimeter. So, canceled yung units. And void ratio is a unitless term or parameter. Ano po yung value natin dito? Paki-compute. 0.495. And then, store nyo kay C. Pag na-compute na natin si moisture content and void ratio, we can now go back to this equation. Therefore, degree of saturation is unknown, multiplied by void ratio, 0.495, equivalent to moisture content, which is 16%, naka-stored value din, multiplied by specific gravity of solids, 2.70. No? So, what will be the value of the degree of saturation?
89.28 po or 89.28%.
Yun, 89.28%. No? And that will be our requirement for this given problem. So, yun po yung solution natin. So, for you to practice this problem, you can use also these given equations to solve for S. No? So, practice solving nyo na yan. No? Are there any question with our example number 1? Okay. Wala naman. So, let's proceed with sample number 2. So, we have here, a dry soil is placed in a container having a volume of 0.30 cubic feet. The dry weight of the sample is 31 pounds. Water is carefully added to the container so as not to disturb the condition of the sand or the dry soil. No? So, sand yung ating dry soil. When the container is filled, the combined weight of the soil plus water is 38.2 pounds. We are required to compute the following. The void ratio in the container. So let me emphasize that. Void ratio in the container. No, hindi yung void ratio ng soil. No, but the void ratio in the container. Next one, compute the specific gravity of the soil particle. Next one, determine the dry unit weight. No? So, analyze the given problem. Meron tayong container. So let's assume this is our container. And that container is having a total volume of 0.30 cubic feet. And meron tayong dry weight with meron tayong dry soil with a weight of 31 pounds na ilalagay dito sa container. So, assume natin ito yung lupa. Lalagay natin dyan. And the weight of this soil or dry soil is equivalent to 31 pounds. No? So, since dry yung lupa na nilagay natin, yun yung magiging solid particles doon sa container. Since dry naman siya. No? And then, yung container na yan, if we fill up daw natin ng tubig. So, pupunuin natin ng tubig. No? So, kapag napuno na yan, lahat na ng spaces will be occupied by the water. Until such time na yung combined weight daw ng ating lupa at saka yung tubig ay 38.2 pounds. So, total weight is 38.2 pounds. And by that, we can compute for the weight of water added to fill up the container. No, so, ima-minus lang nyo yan. That will become 7.2 pounds. Tama? Okay, so that will be the given setup for the given problem. Now, ang tanong, we have to compute for the void ratio of the container. So, gagamitin natin tong setup na to dahil nandyan yung container natin. No, for this total volume of container, ito yung kanyang solid, ito yung kanyang water content. No? Tama? So, ano ba yung mga formulas na po pwede natin gagamitin or po pwede natin magamit para makompute yung void ratio? We can use VV over VS. Tama? No, kaya lang in the container, fill up natin ng tubig daw. So, pag fill up natin ng tubig, lahat na ng spaces or voids sa container natin, yun ay i-occupy ni tubig. So, we can say that VW is equivalent to VV. And when that is the condition, we can say that the given soil in the container could be or would be a saturated soil or will become a saturated soil dahil nilagyan na natin ng tubig. No? At nung nilagyan na natin ng tubig sa container, mafi-fill up lahat ng voids. No? So, pwede natin i-assume that S is equal to 100% or 1. So, kung babalikan natin yung void ratio formula, that is VV over VS, ang VV ay VW. No? Ang VS, according to the schematic diagram of our soil, it can be expressed as total volume minus VV. But according to this given problem, ang VV magiging VW. No, so kung i-analyze natin yung given formula natin or equation, we do have the total volume of the container. Bakit yung volume total ng container yung ginamit? Dahil, ang tinatanong, void ratio ng container. No? So, we are going to use the total volume in the container. No? And, do we have volume of water? Wala. Paano natin gagamitin or kukunin yung volume of water? Sabi ko nga sa inyo, pag VW yung unknown, ang gagamitin natin equation ay yung density ng water or yung unit weight ng water. Since naka-weight parameters tayo, we are going to use the unit weight of water na to find VW. So, unit weight of water is equivalent to weight of water over volume of water. So, cross-multiply na lang natin. VW is equivalent to weight of water over unit weight of water. Substitute natin mga given. We do have now the value of weight of water, 7.2 pounds. No, we do have a constant value of unit weight of water. Since naka-pounds yung weight, ang unit weight ng water ay 62.4 pounds per cubic feet. Para mag-cancel yung pounds unit. Tataas yung cubic feet, and that will be the unit for volume of water. Ano po yung magiging value nito? 0. Kindly compute. 115. Tama ba yung naisulat ko? Okay, store the value kung hindi siya sakto. Store natin kay A. Now, we have the VW value. So, pwede na nating i-compute yung void ratio ng container natin. No? So, E is equivalent to 0.115 over total volume is 0.30 minus VW again, 0.115. So, cancel yung mga units and void ratio will be a unitless parameter. Ano po yung value nito? 0.625. So, sakto na yan. Tama? No. So, no need to store the value. And that will be the answer for our first requirement, void ratio. Second requirement, compute the specific gravity of the soil particle or GS. O ano ba yung mga formula na po pwede nating magamit involving GS? O mag-isip ng formula na may GS. O pwede si
omega GS over E po.
GS is ano sinabi?
SE is equal to omega GS po.
Okay. SE is equivalent to omega GS. No, ano pa? Ano pa yung po pwede? Ano pa yung mga formulas involving GS? This is correct, no? Po pwede nyo gamitin yan. Ano pa?
Density is equal to GS plus SE po times density of water po over 1 over E.
Yeah.
1 plus E.
Okay, that is also correct, no? For us to simplify the equation, para mas kokonti yung i-consider natin, we can use also dry density, no? And that is GS, density ng water over 1 plus E. Pwede rin sinabi ni Utoy, no? That density is equivalent to GS plus SE over 1 plus E. GS plus SE over 1 plus E density ng water. No, lahat ng mga equations and are containing a specific gravity of solids. No? So any of these three formulas you can use to solve for the value of GS. No? Okay. So pili lang tayo dyan dahil pare-parehas din naman yan. Let's concentrate on the second formula. No? Pero ito yung pinakamadali. Kung analyze nyo, this is equivalent to 1. We do have now the value of void ratio. This is unknown. So, we have to compute for the moisture content. So, napakadali para i-compute yung moisture content, di ba? So, but we will concentrate on this second equation. Now, what is dry density? Dry density is, since naka-weight yung mga parameters natin, we will be using unit weight. No, don't be confused with that. So, dry unit weight will be equivalent to GS, unit weight of water over 1 plus E. But what is dry unit weight? Dry unit weight is WS over V. Diba? Equivalent to GS, unit weight of water over 1 plus E. No? So, simplifying further, WS is already given, 31 pounds. Total volume is also given, 0.30 cubic foot. GS is unknown. Unit weight of water is 62.4 pounds per cubic foot over 1 plus. Void ratio, we already solved for the value of that, 0.625. So, as you can see in our equation, GS na lang yung unknown. So, what will be the value of GS? 2.69. How about the other? Same answer? Ayan, no? So, yan po yung sagot natin for second requirement. So, store nyo din yung value. Pag hindi tayo sakto, store natin kay B. No? And then, the last requirement, compute for the dry unit weight. Paano ba makompute yung dry unit weight? Gamma D. Ito na sinubstitute natin kanina. Gamma dry is WS over V. So, that will be equivalent to 31 pounds over total volume 0.30 cubic feet. So, ano po yung gamma dry natin? Kindly compute. $103.33 pounds per cubic feet. And that will be our letter C requirement. No? So, yun po yung solutions natin. So, I leave you these equations also para maisip nyo kung paano isolve yung problem na to using these equations. No? You can use this equation also in solving for GS. That is, since naka-weight tayo dito, that is WS over VS over unit weight of water. No? Kapag ginamit nyo ito, you will arrive with the same equation as this. Itong ginamit nating formulang ito. No? Dahil ang VS dito ay V over 1 plus E. No? You can use the formula of the specific gravity of solid, which is this. Okay, so any question with our sample number 2? Okay, so let's proceed with the next one. We have here the top 500 millimeters. It should be millimeter. Typo lang. The top 500 millimeters of a site consists of clay sand with void ratio of 0.90 and the water content of 20%. The specific gravity of soil grains, when we say soil grains, that is the solid particles, is equivalent to 2.68. When the ground is compacted at the same water content, there will be a 45 millimeter reduction in the thickness of this layer of soil. We have to determine the new void ratio and the unit weight of the soil. No? So, for us to analyze this one, let's draw the given problem. So let's assume this is our ground surface, and on top of that ground surface, merong thickness daw na i-consider, which is 500 millimeters. No? So that is the thickness of our soil. Assume that is the height of the soil. No, that pH. And then it has a void ratio of equivalent to 0.90. It has a water content of 20%. And it has a specific gravity of solids 2.68. Now, this layer of soil having a thickness of 500 millimeters will be compacted. No, when this will be compacted, there will be a reduction in volume and a reduction in the height. No, so, lilit daw yung height natin. Dahil meron tayong change in height dito or change in thickness with a value of 45 millimeters. So kapag meron tayong change in thickness dito, mako-compute natin yung thickness na bago ng ating soil. No? Or the thickness of the compacted soil, and that is 500 mm minus 45 mm, or that is 455 millimeters. And sabi dito, compacted at the same water content. So, ibig sabihin, kung anong water content nito, ito pa rin yung water content dito. Tama? Ngayon, ito may GS 2.68. Pag sinabi GS, pertaining to the solid. Kapag nagko-compact po tayo, walang nagbabago sa solid parameters natin. So, kung ano yung solid soil natin dito or solid composition ng lupa dito, yun din yung solid composition ng lupang kinompact na to. No, wala tayong binago dahil kinompact lang naman natin. Parehas pa rin yung solid grains. So, therefore, we can also say that GS is also equivalent to 2.68 for this compacted soil. No? Ang tanong lang, ano yung magiging bagong void ratio? No? Siyempre, magbabago yung void ratio dahil nabawasan yung volume. No? Nabawasan yung height. No? So, nabawasan yung voids. So, pag nabawasan yung voids, there will be a change in the value of void ratio also. Tama? So, ano yung gagamitin nating formula in getting the value of that void ratio? O ano ba yung mga formulas natin for void ratio? Yung pinaka basic na formula ng void ratio. No? That is E equivalent to VV over VS. Diba? We can use that formula. Ngayon, iisipin nyo, paano nyo ma-relate itong old soil natin dito sa compacted soil natin? No? Ang sabi ko nga kanina, kung ano yung solid parameter dito, siya rin yung solid parameter dito. Kaya, we can say that the weight of solid in this old soil will be equivalent to the weight of solid in this compacted soil. No? Dahil kanong solid dyan, siya rin yung solid dito. O kaya po pwede nating kung ano yung volume ng solid dito sa old soil natin, yun din mismo yung volume ng solid dito sa new compacted soil natin. Nagigets po? Dahil sabi ko nga, ulit-ulit, yung solid, kapag nagko-compact tayo, hindi po nagbabago yun. No? Paano ba natin i-compute yung VS na yan? So, sabi dito, we can use void ratio of soil. Dahil may parameter yun ng volume of solid. But, according to the schematic diagram of our soil, yung volume of voids is equivalent to total volume minus volume of solid. No? So, i-distribute lang natin yung VS. That will be equivalent to E equals V over VS minus VS over VS. So, minus 1. No? So, ilipat natin to sa kabila. Magiging 1 plus E equivalent to V over Vs. Compute natin yung Vs. Vs is equivalent to V over 1 plus E. So, yung equation daw ng Vs, that is V over 1 plus E ng old soil equivalent to V over 1 plus E ng compacted soil natin. No? So, how are we going to get the value of the total volume of this soil and this compacted soil? No, kung etong mga to may mga cross-sectional areas yan. No? Kinompak lang naman natin to, di ba? Pag kinompak natin, yung cross-sectional area dito, siya rin yung cross-sectional area dito na i-compact natin. No? Yung height lang naman yung mababago. Therefore, yung volume, which is equivalent to area of the base, multiplied by the height, eto, so substitute lang natin dyan. Diba? Over 1 plus E of the old, equivalent to A times H, over 1 plus E ng new, yung cross-sectional areas, magka-cancel lang dahil parehas naman. Kaya yung magiging formula natin dito, that will become H over 1 plus E ng old soil, equivalent to H over 1 plus E ng new soil. No? Ano ba yung thickness o yung height ng old soil? 500 millimeters. Over 1 plus, ano ba yung void ratio ng old soil? That is 0.90. No? So, substitute lang natin dito. 0.90 equivalent to the new thickness of the compacted soil. No, na minus na yung ating reduction in height, naging 455 millimeters na. No, over 1 plus the new void ratio of soil, which is our unknown. So, ano yung magiging value ng ating new void ratio of soil? Okay, compute. Siyempre, mas maliit dito dahil mas maliit na yung voids ng compacted soil. So, 0.729. Sakto yan, tama? Okay, so no need to store the value. So, na-compute na natin isang requirement. Pinapa-compute pa yung unit weight ng lupa. So, ano daw yung unit weight nito? O, paano i-compute yung unit weight? Meron na kayong void ratio, meron na kayong moisture content, meron na kayong GS. Ano ba yung formula relating these 4 parameters of our soil? Ano yon? We can use the unit weight formula, di ba? Ano yung unit weight formula na yon? Unit weight is equivalent to GS multiplied by 1 plus omega unit weight of water over 1 plus E. This is given, this is given, this is constant, this is already computed. So, direct substitution na tayo para ma-compute yung unit weight. No, ang GS natin ay 2.68. 2.68 multiplied by 1 plus moisture content 20% or 0.20. Ang unit weight ng water, 9.81 kilonewtons per cubic meter. Over 1 plus E, yung na-compute natin na 0.729. What is the unit weight of the soil? Or the new compacted soil? 18.25 kilonewtons per cubic meter. Same answer lang po sa iba?
Opo, sir.
Ayan. So, these are our 2 requirements for this given problem. Are there any questions with respect to this sample problem? Okay. So far, parang wala naman. Let's continue with another example. So, let us read. The moist unit weights and degrees of saturation of a soil are given in the table. No, so the unit weight or moist unit weight or wet unit weight or bulk unit weight is in terms of kilonewtons per cubic meter daw. And we have also here degree of saturation in terms of percentage. When the degree of saturation is 50%, the moist unit weight is 16.62 kilonewton per cubic meter. And when the degree of saturation is 75%, the moist unit weight will become 17.71 kilonewtons per cubic meter. Now, so we have two values for moist unit weight and two values for degrees of saturation also. Now, that is our given. We have to determine the void ratio of the soil, the specific gravity of the solids, and we have to determine the weight of water in kilonewtons that will be in this given volume of soil, 0.0708 cubic meter, when the soil will become saturated. No? So it is asking for the weight of water present in this given volume of soil when the soil becomes saturated soil. No? Yung present doon, hindi yung tubig na idadagdag, but yung tubig na present sa lupang yon when it will become saturated. No, magkaiba yung present doon at saka yung idadagdag, kumbaga. No? So don't be confused with that. Kasi yung last problem natin noon, for the property of soil, meron tayong sinolve na weight of water added. So iba naman ngayon, yung weight of water present in this given volume of soil. No? Okay, so para ma-solve natin to, we have unit weight, we have degree of saturation, and we have unknown void ratio and specific gravity of solid. No? Ang iisipin nyo dito, ano yung formula na po pwedeng gamitin relating these given parameters, unit weight tsaka degree of saturation, and the unknown parameters, yung E at tsaka GS. Ano kayong formulang yun na involve yung apat na yan? Yung formula ng unit weight, di ba? No? Ano yung formulang unit weight na yon? That is GS, okay, multiplied by the unit weight of water rather, that is over 1 plus E. That is correct. No? Meron tayong unit weight, binigay na. Meron tayong degree of saturation, binigay na. Unit weight of water is constant. Kung mapapansin nyo sa equation, dalawa pa yung unknown. No? Pero, meron tayong dalawang condition na binigay. Meron tayong dalawang values ni unit weight at saka ni degree of saturation. So, this problem is regarding two equations, two unknowns. No? So, i-substitute muna natin yung first condition natin. When the moist unit weight is 16.62 kilonewtons per cubic meter, that is equivalent to GS unknown, the degree of saturation for this unit weight is 50%, no? Or that is 0.50. So multiplied by E over 1 plus E, multiplied by unit weight of water, 9.81 kilonewtons per cubic meter. So canceled yung units. No? So simplify lang natin yung ating equation. Dahil pag sinabi nating two equations, two unknowns, it should be in the form of AX plus BY equivalent to C or constant term. So yung gagawin nating equation dito. No? So etong equation na to hindi pa nakapormang ganyan. So dapat naka-equate daw lahat ng constant term. So simplify. We can cross multiply here and then etong 9.81 distribute. No? So that is 16.62 plus multiply kay E 16.62E. Equivalent to, eto naman, distribute mo 9.81 GS plus 9.81 multiplied by 0.50 multiplied by E. No? Combine now like terms. May void ratio dito, may void ratio. I-combine nyo yung dalawang terms na yan containing void ratio. So ito, ililipat mo sa kabila. No, para matira lang ay yung constant term. So that will become 9.81 GS plus 9.81 multiplied by 0.50. And then, eto, nilipat mo, magiging minus 16.62 and then finactor out natin yung common term nila na void ratio. And ang natira dito sa kabilang side ng equation ay yung constant term na 16.62. Let this be our equation number 1. Now, next one, i-substitute naman natin yung second conditions natin, o second condition. That, when the moist unit weight is 17.71, degree of saturation is 75% or 0.75. So, gamitin pa rin natin yung the same equation natin. Ito pa rin tayo. No? So, when the moist unit weight is 17.71 daw, kilonewtons per cubic meter, that is equivalent to GS, ang degree of saturation daw ay 0.75. So, multiplied by E over 1 plus E, multiplied by unit weight of water. No? So, ganun din gagawin natin dito. Isi-simplify natin. Until such time, i-convert natin siya in the form of AX plus BY equivalent to C. And that will be equivalent to 9.81 GS plus quantity 9.81 multiplied by 0.75 minus 17.71 factor out E equivalent to 17.71. Let this be our equation number 2. No? So, 2 equations, 2 unknowns po tayo. So, input nyo lang yung mga values natin dyan. So, 2 equations, 2 unknowns using your calculator, that is mode 5.1. And, masosolve na natin yung unknowns natin, GS at saka E. So, kindly solve. Hindi siya sakto, no? Madaming decimal form. Gawin yung fractional term. I-SD nyo. Ano yung fractional term ng 2.65 na yon?
1.44 over 545.
Okay, and then void ratio is
0.8.
0.80, no? That is sakto. So, dahil kapag nag-shift solve tayo or nagto-2 equations to unknowns tayo, hindi naman natin i-store yung value natin, no? So, gagawin nyo siyang fractional term para hindi tayo nagpuputol ng sagot. No? So, no need to store these values. Nakaganyan na tayo. So, na-compute na natin yung dalawang unknowns natin. Yung void ratio at saka yung specific gravity ng solid. No? So, parang 2 birds in 1 stone. Isang gawaan or isang solution sa dalawang unknown. No? And then letter C, determine the weight of water in kilonewtons that will be added in 0.0708 cubic meter of the soil when it is saturated. WW daw. Ano ba yung mga formula na involve yung WW? O mag-isip kayo ng mga formulas. Ano po yon? We can use moisture content equivalent to weight of water over weight of solid. Merong weight of water doon. So, pwede natin gamitin to para makompute yung WW. Ano pa? Pwede rin yung unit weight of water. Dahil ang unit weight ng water is weight of water over volume of water. So, may WW ulit. Pwede natin gamitin ito in solving for WW. Ano pa? Pwede natin gamitin yung schematic diagram ng ating soil. That the total weight is equivalent to the weight of solid plus weight of water. Nandun yung weight of water. Diba? So, any of these 3 formulas can be used in getting the value of weight of water. Na? O, discretion nyo na yun kung ano yung maiisip nyo na gamiting formula. So, siguro, try natin tong pangalawa. Na? So, let's use unit weight of water, which is weight of water over volume of water. So, by cross multiplication, weight of water is unit weight of water multiplied by volume of water. But, ano sabi sa letter C? The given soil will be saturated. So, S is 100% or equivalent to 1. And then, given din yung total volume, which is 0.0708 cubic meter. No? Ngayon, when the soil is saturated, all void spaces will be occupied by the water. No, kapag S, that is VW over VV. So, by cross multiplication, mamumultiply yung 1 sa VV. Therefore, we can say that VW is equivalent to VV. No? So, dito, sa formulang ito, pwede nating substitute. So, WW will become unit weight of water. VW is VV daw. So, magiging VV na. No? So, analyze natin yung equation. We have the value of unit weight of water. That is a constant term. Do we have volume of voids? Wala pa. No? Tama? Ano ba yung mga formula na po pwede natin gamitin para makompute yung volume of voids? Si VV. Mag-iisip kayo ngayon. Si porosity po pwede, di ba? Bakit si porosity po pwede? Dahil yun ay VV over V. Si void ratio po pwede rin. Dahil yun ay VV over VS. Kaya lang, yung VS hindi pa binigay. Di ba? Yung total volume binigay na. Tama? So, mas maganda sigurong gamitin si porosity. But you can also use void ratio formula. So, gawin lang natin porosity. So, in this formula, we can say that VV is equivalent to NV. No? So, itong equation na to can become weight of water equivalent to unit weight of water. Ang VV daw ay NV. No? We have the constant term value. We have the total value of volume of soil. Do we have porosity? Wala. Anong meron tayo? Yung void ratio ng ating lupa. Na kapag na-compute na natin yung void ratio, makukompute na din natin yung porosity. Tama? So, substitute natin. This is equivalent to unit weight of water multiplied by E over 1 plus E total volume. So, substituting the values, this is 9.81 kilonewtons per cubic meter. Void ratio is 0.80 over 1 plus 0.80 multiplied by total volume 0.0708 cubic meters. Cancelled yung cubic meter na sign. Yung weight of water, magiging kilonewtons. Ano po yung magiging sagot natin? .31 kilonewtons. That is correct. No? So, that will be the solution for letter C. Medyo mahaba-haba laang, no? So, that is using this formula. I-try naman natin using this formula. Dahil may weight of water. So, another solution. So, using this equation, we can say that weight of water is total weight minus weight of solid. No, transpose ko lang. Do we have total weight? Wala pa. Do we have weight of solid? Wala pa. No. So, question mark, kumbaga, yung dalawa. Kailangan pa natin kunin. Dito muna tayo kay weight of solid. Paano mako-compute yung weight of solid? Ano ba yung mga parameters or equations na involve yung WS na po pwede natin gamitin? Sige nga. WS is equivalent to okay, equation na yun. So, pwede yung GS, unit weight of water, VS.
VS.
No, na-derive natin yan. But yung VS, sabi natin kanina, na-derive din natin kanina, ang VS ay equivalent to V over 1 plus E. Diba? Na-derive natin using the another problem kanina. So, pwede natin sabihin na itong VS na to ay equivalent kay V over 1 plus E. No, analyze natin. We have now GS na compute na natin. Unit weight of water is constant. Total volume is given. The void ratio is computed also. So, we can now compute for the weight of solid. Substitute na lang natin. Ang GS ay 1,444 over 545. No? Multiplied by unit weight of water, 9.81 kilonewtons per cubic meter. Multiplied by total volume, 0.0708 cubic meter over 1 plus void ratio, 0.80. Cancelled yung cubic meter. Yung weight of solid is in terms of kilonewtons. Ano yung magiging value ng weight of solid? This is 1.02 kilonewtons. I-store nyo yung value. I-store na ba kayo? Wala pa. No. Store natin kay A. Hindi tayo nag-round off. O, na-compute nyo na yung weight of solid dito. Ang kailangan na lang natin ay yung total weight. Diba? O, kapag na-compute yung weight of solid, may relationship siya kay total weight, diba? Ano yung relationship ng total weight tsaka weight ng solid? Anong formula yon? Total weight is equivalent to weight of solid multiplied by 1 plus omega or moisture content. Para ma-compute to, meron na tayong WS. Ang tanong, do we have moisture content? Wala pa. No? Pero ang moisture content can be or we can get the value of moisture content using SE equivalent to omega GS. Dahil yung S equivalent to 100%. Yung void ratio at saka yung specific gravity ng solids na compute na natin kanina. So, mako-compute natin dito yung moisture content. So, moisture content here is E over GS. So, substitute lang natin doon. Total weight is WS multiplied by 1 plus omega, which is E over GS. Na. So, substitute. Total weight is 1.02 kilonewtons multiplied by 1 plus void ratio 0.80 over 1444 over 545. Tama ba yung aking GS? Okay, 1444 over 545. Ano yung total weight natin?
1.33 po.
Okay, 33 kilonewtons. Store the value at B. No, kapag na-compute nyo na yung total weight tsaka yung weight ng solid, we can now compute the weight of water. That is total weight minus weight of solid. And that is 1.33 minus 1.02. Parehas ba tayong 0.31? No, parehas lang kanina dito. So, any of these two equations, pili na lang kayo kung ano yung mas maganda, ano mas madali para sa inyo. No? So, siguro po pwede nyo nang pagpraktisan ito. Kaya lang ito, involved na din kanina sa solution natin dito. Yung moisture content. No? So, any questions with this sample? Wala naman. So, let's proceed with the next one. Okay. We have here, in a specific gravity test, the following data were recorded. We have the mass of pycnometer jar, 530 grams. we have the mass of pycnometer jar when full of clean water, equivalent to 1,560 grams. Mass of pycnometer containing soil only, 980 grams. Mass of pycnometer containing soil and topped with water, 1,840 grams. Compute the specific gravity of the soil particles. Compute the dry unit weight if the void ratio is 0.40. Compute the degree of saturation if the moisture content is 12%. No? So, unang-una na parameter na kailangan natin kunin, GS. Mag-iisip kayo ngayon kung ano yung formula na pinakamagandang gamitin para makompute sa GS. That will be equivalent to the ratio of the mass of solid with respect to the mass of water. No? Mga mass yung gagamitin natin dahil mass lahat yung given parameters natin. O pwede rin naman in terms of density if you want, density ng solid over density ng water. Kaya lang ang density kasi ms over vs. And then ang density ng water mw over vw. Kaya lang sabi natin sa definition ng specific gravity ng solid, the volume of this mass of solid and the volume of this mass of water is equivalent. So yung Vs tsaka yung Vw daw ay equal. So magka-cancel lang. Babalik lang siya dito sa equation na to. Na? Okay, so we will be using this equation. Now, intindihin natin yung problem. Para mas maintindihan natin, para makuha natin si Ms tsaka Mw, we will do graphical representation of the masses given. No, dun muna tayo sa unang mass. Let this be our mass of pycnometer jar. Although hindi talaga ganyan yung shape ng pycnometer jar. Yung pycnometer ng jar, medyo maganda yung shape. No, medyo something like that. No, medyo pa sexy. Ito, gagawin lang nating rectangular yung representation niya para mas madaling i-analyze. No? So, let this be an empty mass of pycnometer jar. Let that be M1, 530 grams. Second mass, we have the mass of pycnometer jar and full of clean water. So, assume natin ito yung mga tubig natin. Nilagay nating tubig. No? So, full daw. So, hanggang sa taas. Let that be M2, 1,560 grams. And then, third mass parameter, we have the mass of pycnometer jar containing soil only. So, nilagay natin ang soil. Assume natin ito yung lupa. No? So, hindi naman sinabing puno. So, basta nilagyan daw natin yung mass of pycnometer natin ng soil. So, let that be our M3, 980 grams. No? And then, mass of pycnometer jar containing soil and topped or filled with water. So, ito siya, mass of pycnometer, and then, yung lupa natin kanina, no, yung lupa natin dito kanina kay M3. And then, yung M3 daw, i-fill natin ng water. No, or topped with water. And that is M4, 1,840 grams. No? So, anong tanong natin? Paano natin makukompute yung mass ng solid? Paano natin makukompute yung mass of water? In such a way na parehas yung volume ng dalawang masses na yan. First one, let's have the mass of solid or the mass of soil. No, yan o, makocompute natin. Paano makocompute yung MS? MS is equivalent to M3 minus M1. Dahil yung lupa na may pycnometer, ima-minus mo lang yung pycnometer, therefore, makocompute mo yung lupa. Tama? So, that will be M3 minus M1. Kumbaga, in graphical representation, ito, minus yung MT That is, yung lupa lang natira sa ilalim. No? Yung ating graphical representation. So, we do have now the value of MS. How about MW? O, paano natin i-compute yung MW? Take note ha, specify ko or i-emphasize ko ulit. Dapat, yung MS na to, at saka yung MW na yan, parehas yung volume. So, ibig sabihin para maging parehas yung volume, ito yung kukunin nating tubig. Dapat parehas mismo yung height nila. No, para maging parehas yung volume. Gets po? No, ito si MS. Ito si MW dapat. Paano nyo kukunin ngayon yan out of this given 4 masses? Mag-minus-minus kayo dyan. Parang ganito lang, oh. Ito lang, ganyan kadami, pero tubig ang laman. No? Ngayon, kapag minus natin, this is MW. Kapag minus natin si M2 at saka M1, ano yon? Tingnan nyo yon. Pag minus si M2 at saka M1, picnometer tsaka puno ng tubig, ima-minus mo yung picnometer, yung tubig na punong-puno. No, medyo mataas yung height. Ang kailangan natin ito lang, konti, yung nasa ilalim. No, para ma-compute natin ito, yung ganyang tubig mismo, that is equivalent to this tubig minus yung tubig na nasa itaas. Tama ba? No. Eto, na-compute na natin ito, yung tubig na puno, which is M2 minus M1. Paano nyo i-compute to? Ima-minus down natin ito. Paano nyo i-compute yan? That is M4 minus M3, yung tubig na nasa itaas. Tama? So kapag yung M4, ima-minus mo yung M3, cancelled yung lupa, cancelled yung jar. So yung natira lang ay yung tubig sa itaas, which is this one. Na kapag minus mo ito, dito sa punong-punong tubig yan, etong tubig sa ilalim yung matitira. At yun yung kailangan natin para maging parehas sila ng volume ni mass of or ni MS. No, so that is minus M4 minus M3. So yun yung magiging equation natin dyan. Sorry, this should be M3, tama, M3 minus M1. So, substitute lang natin dito, that is M3 minus M1 over quantity M2 minus M1 minus quantity M4 minus M3. No? So, do the substitution. 980 minus 530 over 1560 minus 530 minus 1840 minus 980. So, what is GS? Kindly compute. 2.65. Store the value at A. Baka magamit natin. No. So, parang okay naman yung range ng value na na-compute natin for GS. No. So, that will be our answer for letter E. Now, letter B requirement, compute the dry unit weight if the void ratio is 0.40. Oh, meron kang void ratio, 0.40. Diba? And then, i-compute natin yung dry unit weight. Gamma, dry. O ano ba yung formula relating these 3 parameters? Ano yung formula yun? Formula ng dry unit weight, di ba? Okay, that is correct. Ano yun, Miss Shiralyn Villapando?
The unit weight po is equal to GS po multiply the unit weight ng water all over 1 plus 2.
Okay, that is correct. No? So, direct sub. GS, naka-store kay A, 2.65. Ang unit weight ng water is constant, 9.81 kilonewtons per cubic meter over 1 plus the given void ratio of soil, 0.40. What is gamma dry? 18.55. Same answers po dun sa iba? Okay. So, store natin kay B. Baka magamit natin, no? And then, the last requirement is to compute for the degree of saturation when the moisture content is given. O, pinakamadali. Anong equation gagamitin natin? SE equivalent to omega GS. Na-compute na natin yung GS, binigay yung void ratio, binigay na din ngayon dito si moisture content. No? Ang moisture content ay 12%. So, S is unknown. Void ratio is 0.40. Omega is 12%. GS, naka-store, 2.65. Ano po yung degree of saturation natin? $79.41. Same answer po dun sa iba? Paki-confirm? Okay, so that will be our last requirement for this problem. No? So, any questions po? Okay, so wala naman. Let's proceed with the next one. Okay. So we have here a soil sample has a natural water content of 22.5%. And it is known to have a specific gravity of solids equivalent to 2.6. Now, in order to determine the moist density of the soil, a portion of that soil weighing 224 grams is put in a 500 cubic centimeter container. It is filled with 382 cubic centimeter of water to fill the container. Determine the moist unit weight of soil. Determine the dry unit weight of soil. Determine the void ratio of the soil. No? So, we have a given parameters, moisture content 22.5%, specific gravity that is 2.6. No? Now, we have a moist density test here. Moist density test. No, i-separate lang natin mismo yung given dito. Dahil yung mga given dito kay moist density test can be used only in getting the value of moist density. No? So, meron daw tayong container. So, assume natin ito yung container natin. So, the volume of the container is given as 500 cubic centimeter. Ngayon, sa container daw na yan, we have a portion of the given soil weighing 224 grams. Nilagay daw natin doon. Assume natin ito yung lupa. Nilalagay natin sa container. Okay, and it weighs 224 grams. No? Ngayon, this setup will be filled with 382 cubic centimeter of water. No, so if you fill, sabihin mapupuno, lalagyan mo daw yan ng, or pupunuin mo daw yan ng tubig. Ngayon, ang nilagay daw nating tubig ay 382 cubic centimeter, yung volume. So the volume of water here is 382 cubic centimeter. Na, kung mapapansin nyo, ito yung setup parang kanina lang dun sa kaninang sinolve nating problem, yung may container din. No? Balikan natin siya. This one. No? So meron tayong container, nilagay natin lupan din, nilagyan natin ng tubig. No? So don't be confused. Etong problem na to, it is asking for the container. No? Ngayon, dito sa problem na to, it is pertaining to the soil now, not the container. For the moist density test, it is pertaining to the soil, not the container. No? So, ginamit natin tong setup na to para makompute natin moist density test. Dahil yung lupa, may total weight na yung lupa. No? So yung test na to ay ginawa para makompute yung total volume. Tama? Sorry, this should not be weight, this should be mass dahil naka in terms of grams. Dahil pag sinabing moist density test, kukompute daw natin density which is mass over volume. Binigay na yung total mass ng lupa na nilagay lang natin sa container. No? Para makompute yung total volume. Nasaan ba yung total volume ng lupa? Ito, oh. Diba? Kasi kung maiisip nyo, pag ganyan, baka sabihin yung VS na siya, hindi na siya total volume. Dahil ito yung magiging total volume. Yes, it could be that setup. Kapag we are pertaining to the container. No? Ngayon, we are pertaining to the soil. Yung soil, may total volume din ng kanya kapag inalis natin siya sa container. Gets po? So, the volume of the soil is 500 minus 382 cubic centimeter. And that is 118 cubic centimeter. And by that, we can now compute for the value of the density. And density is equivalent to mass over volume, 224 grams over 118 cubic centimeter. Ano po yung value nito? This is 1.90 gram per cc. Sakto ba yan? Okay, store nyo kay A. Kaya lang, ang requirement letter A natin ay moist unit weight ng lupa. Ang nakompute pa lang natin ay moist density ng lupa. Dahil moist density test. Ngayon, napakadali namang i-relate ng moist density tsaka yung moist unit weight, diba? Therefore, unit weight or moist unit weight is the product of density and gravitational acceleration. So that is 1.90 gram per cubic centimeter multiplied by gravitational acceleration, 9.81 meter per second square. Kapag sinabing gram per cc multiplied by meter per second square, that is already in kilonewtons per cubic meter. No, so, imumultiply lang natin values. What is 1.90 times 9.81? This is 18.62. Tama po ba yung naisulat ko? Okay, kilonewtons per cubic meter. Paki-turn off po yung audio. Clear, Ann? No? Yung gram per cc times meter per second square, again, naka-kilonewtons per cubic meter na po yun. So, no need to convert the units. Pag kinonvert nyo, mag-a-arrive lang din kayo ng the same na sagot. Na? Okay, so, na-compute na natin yung unang requirement. The moist unit weight of soil. Next one, the dry unit weight of soil. Para ma-compute natin dry unit weight ng soil, hindi na natin gagamitin itong mga values na to. Dahil yung setup na yan, magagamit nyo lang in getting the value of the moist density. So, pag na-compute nyo na yung moist unit weight kanina, which is 18.62 kilonewtons per cubic meter, eto na yung mga gagamitin yung parameters para ma-compute yung dry unit weight ng lupa. No, wala nang pakialam dito. So, ano yung formulang gagamitin natin relating these given parameters para ma-compute si dry unit weight? That is, gamma dry equivalent to, or using the formula of moist unit weight, which is equivalent to gamma dry multiplied by 1 plus moisture content. Tama? Na-compute na natin to. Binigay yung moisture content. We can now compute for the dry unit weight. So, naka-store naman to. 18.62. Substitute na natin lahat. Equivalent to gamma dry, unknown. 1 plus moisture content in decimal form, 0.225. What is the dry unit weight value? Kindly compute. This is equivalent to 15.20 kilonewtons per cubic meter. Store the value as B. Baka magamit natin siya. And then the last requirement, compute the void ratio of the soil. Ano yung formula gagamitin natin para makompute yung void ratio? Relating gamma dry and GS. Sa void ratio natin, ano po yung formulang yon? Use gamma dry equivalent to GS, unit weight of water, over 1 plus E. Na-compute na natin yung gamma dry, di ba? 15.20 kilonewtons per cubic meter, equivalent to specific gravity ng solids, binigay na 2.6. Tama? So, substitute natin, that is 2.6 multiplied by unit weight of water, that is constant term, 9.81. And then over 1 plus E. And as you can see in this equation, iisa lang yung unknown. So, shift solve nyo na lang yan. Ano po yung magiging value ng void ratio natin? Kindly compute. 0.68. How about the others? Parehas lang? Okay, that is correct, no? So, these are the requirements in this given problem. Are there any questions? Okay, so wala naman, no?